everyone. In the TED Talk, How to Use Others' Feedback to Learn and Grow, Sheila Heen discusses people's perception of feedback and interaction with it. An important distinction Sheen makes is that the focus generally is on providing feedback well and not enough on how feedback is received. It is important to note that feedback comes in many forms and is not limited to job performance views, course evaluations, or the official definitions we generally think of. Feedback is an emotion, and in its simplest form could even be viewed as just a reaction. We receive feedback in many forms, whether it's from our supervisors, partners, friends, children, and even strangers. To quote Sheen, feedback is really our relationship with the world, and it's the world's relationship with us. The topic of feedback is especially important as it relates to leaders and leadership. Sheen states that well intentioned people have bad impacts on others all the time. Leaders are particularly susceptible to being well intentioned but having a bad impact on others as they are in positions of influence. Moreover, leaders are routinely viewed as role models and authority figures, placing them in a position to either positively or negatively impact those around them. If leaders are terrible at delivering feedback or simply do not deliver it at all, their followers seldom have avenues for improvement. Leaders are also in a position to receive feedback on their abilities. Good leaders, I would even say great leaders, are able to see feedback as constructive and as a way to improve. Healthy self esteem also plays a role in being a good leader, as it allows leaders to create a psychologically safe environment while empowering others to be their best. Mayo Clinic staff suggest a number of benefits of healthy self esteem, which include having realistic expectations, being less likely to be overcritical of oneself and others, being more resilient and better able to weather stress and setbacks. Having a healthy self esteem equips leaders with the ability to both receive feedback and provide constructive feedback. A current topic to consider is that of women in leadership roles as it relates to feedback. A recently published Bloomberg article notes that 2020 is a tipping point for female leaders as the number of S&P 500 women CEOs is the highest it has ever been. However, it quickly notes that the highest is still only 7.8%. Why is this? One factor to consider, as Correll and Samard suggest, is that feedback, or rather vague and obscure feedback, is what's holding women leaders back. In their research, Correll and Samard found that women consistently and frequently receive feedback on their communication styles or obscure comments such as, "You had a great year" or "Great job on X project," while men receive developmental feedback such as, "If you learn to master X skill, the outcome of securing more accounts will be higher." Due to this discrepancy, women are presented with limited opportunities to develop and improve as leaders simply because they're receiving very little feedback. In closing, Heen presents that feedback allows for improved relationships and suggests asking questions that proactively acknowledge that there is a place for improvement within oneself. Ethical and virtuous leaders, then, because they're always seeking to be better, should actively be wanting to receive feedback. Thank you.